Here's what I'm going to work on now. I'm going to do a thrift flip on this frame that I got for $1. I do like the little birdhouses, but it's just not me. It kind of is. But I'm cutting the wire off from it, because the way I'm going to do it, it's going to need to be running this way. But I'm going to get this wire out, maybe. And then I'm going to fill it in. Fill in the holes. Oh, it's so cold in here. It's like 24 degrees out, and the wind's blowing about 25 miles an hour out of the north. Snow flurries, and I'm freezing. Okay, set that aside. And I'm going to put a little bit of this in the holes. Won't take it long to dry. There's some more down in there. Okay. Then from there, I'm going to paint it black, the frame black. I'm just going to do the, just the top of it. And I think I'm going to try to leave that in there like that. Yeah. And I'm going to try to leave this. Of course, I'll put some brown wax probably on that to kind of give it a little more, not be so raw wood looking. I'm going to go and do all this and paint this black, and I'll probably have to give it 2 coats. I have that painted, and now I'm going to use Antique White by Delta or Ceramcoat. Just about the same color that's in it. And it's probably going to take several coats to... I should have run my finger sander over the brown and stuff, but I guess that's too late now. Yeah. Oh, I think it's going to cover. But I'm going to give this 2 coats. Let it be drying. And start working on what I'm putting on the inside. Okay, I wanted to show you just a little bit of what I was working on. I drew out a tree, a willow tree. And I scanned it, and I brought it in, and I cleaned it up in Silhouette software. And now I'm and I made some little leaves, and I'm taking these leaves and placing them around and angling them and just putting them on the tree. Let's see, I'll do a couple of them, and then I'm going to weld it so you can see what it's going to turn out looking like. I'll do 2 more. Oops, I want that by itself. Okay, I am going to now select what I've done so far and weld them and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'll continue on. Here I'll just take these and copy them and paste more leaves so I don't have to do that again. And I'm going to just keep going around there and all around here until I have it finished. Well, here's how the little willow tree turned out. I cut it with my laser. And I'm going to put, that's what's going on my picture. And I'm going to use my pattern for my salt box house that I made. And so now I've got to start working on these. What I think I'll do is I'll just stain this and like down through there, and then take my, I'm going to use, I believe, English ivy for the leaves. So that's going to be stained, and that's going to be English ivy. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm thinking I'm going to go, I think I'm going to use this rustic red on the house. And I don't know if I'm going to stain the little window panes or paint them black. And then I made a little sheep, and he has a little bitty ear in here somewhere. I have to keep it in a box or I'll lose these little pieces. There's his little ear, and he'll be sitting there. And that's what's going to be in the picture. Oh, and I did also for the house, I didn't know, like on the roof, I'm probably going to use a star. But I cut out a little star and a little heart. So I don't know which one I'll use. Probably the star. All right, here's how the stain is looking. I think that's not just, it's just looking brown. And that's good for the tree, I believe. Let's see if I can go. Yeah, I'll go like that down all these first. And then if I get some stain on them, the little, on the leaves, the green will cover it up. Now I'm starting on the little leaves. So I'm going to finish all those, and then I'll start on something else. Here's how the tree turned out. And now I'm going to, with the windows, I'm going to paint one black on the back side. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to stain one and kind of put it on there and see which one I like. Little tiny things. Okay. I'm just going to see with like this. Yeah, I'm going to have to paint my house before I know what I want to do. So I'm going to use this Rustic Red by Dixie Belle. Okay. Give it one quick coat so I can put my window on there. And I went down in there already. Okay. Well, I think I have decided to go black. I think I'm going to use black on my window panes. And my door, my little door, now I've got a dilemma on that one because I don't know whether to go black or maybe paint it the colonial yellow. I went ahead and I painted the star and the door colonial mustard by Dixie Belle. And right now I'm putting a coat of white on the sheep. I am going to do the head and the legs in black and the little ear. What did I do with the little ear? It was laying here. There it is. My little ear will be black. So I got that there. I'm going to rinse my brush off and paint the head of my sheep. Okay, I went around my sheep just a little bit with some brown. This burnt sienna, actually. I don't have brown. Just brown. I gotta get some paints. Now, probably gonna need to go around my little door. Okay, and my star. Ooh. That's not quite so bright yellow now. That should look good on there. Now I can start gluing everything down. Put the little ear on my sheep. And once I get that done, I'll set it aside and start working on my, I want to float the edges, I think, of the picture. And I might want to go, I'm thinking maybe some watered down green right at the very bottom. I don't know, or still trying to make up my mind if I just want to leave it plain or if I want to add a little green down there. Trying to figure that out. All right, well, I'm gonna start gluing. I'm probably gonna get some like Fabri-Tac glue. Actually, I got that little Aleene's Tacky Glue in that little bottle. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to glue all this stuff down. I almost forgot to turn the camera on. I just watered this down. Just going to put a little green right in here on the bottom. Okay, that is probably good, because I didn't want a lot, and I need it here in the corner. And right here. Work it in there. All right, that's good enough for that. Let me make sure, though, before I dunk my brush in the water. Yep, that's good. Just a little bit. And I have my windows glued on my roof. It's all drying. All right, I have decided instead of floating in the edges and stuff, it needs to be sealed anyway, so I'm going to use clear wax first. And then go over it with some of the brown wax. But I'm going to give the whole thing a coat of clear wax first. And I'll be back when I get that finished and start with the dark wax. Okay, I had to stop with that best dang wax. It started taking my black off. So I have still got some down in here I can scrape, but I don't understand. I'm going to leave that with that blue coming through. I kind of like it. Looks fine. And I did distress the edges earlier. I don't know if I ever said that. This isn't taking it off. I don't get it. I don't know. Never had that happen, but it's sure started taking my black paint off. And this isn't. Because my brush was just black. Okay. I'm going to try to clean my brush out because this... And I'll be back when I start doing the rest of it. Okay, I've wiped back the clear wax. And now I'm going to just go around the edges. I can wipe it back, I think. So I'm going to put it just a little heavier. Of course, I want it on this. Now I better wipe that. Okay. Get right in the edges. Trying to come down just a little further. Kind of blend it in. All right, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna let this kind of dry some, and then I can start putting my little pieces together down on here. And I've put this like that. I guess if I come up like that, that's okay. But I was thinking maybe of putting this behind there. But then the door is the same color. Just not sure. I'm not really sure if I should do that or just leave it plain. Well, I'm going to let that dry before I glue it all down. And I have one more project I'm going to start or do, and it's not a hard one, I don't think, but I got to go gather all my stuff. But I'm going to get this finished, and then I'll start on it. Okay, I decided to paint the door black. I think that looks better, and then put the paper, the cardstock, back behind there. And I'm going to have it all glued down now. Now, I've seen people do these, and they're really cute, and I have egg cartons, because I get a lot of eggs. I have chickens. And if you remember a couple of videos back, I had a thrift haul, and my cousin stopped by my sister's while I was there, and she gave me these eggs. So I thought I might as well use them, and this would be an easy project, and I think it's going to turn out cute. And I see some use Spanish moss, some use the seltzer, you know, the clear seltzer, or some use the shredded brown craft paper. But I wonder if I should glue that in. Probably so, that way it will stay. I have my glue gun on. Okay. Probably need a little more than that too. Well, I need a glue stick. There. And I need my little pusher tool. I don't want to go down in there and burn my fingers. And I'll just put some down in there to start. This stuff's so messy. And I made a little tag. I took this muslin, tore a piece off, and went into my Silhouette software and made a, it says fresh eggs, to stencil on it. Well, this ought to move pretty fast. Put my eggs in there, the ones I want to use. Pretty green colored one. Somebody actually used real eggs. Gotta have a white one. Well, that's kind of a tinted green. Very, very pale green. There's a dark colored one. I may have to glue those in too. And that one's busted. I get this color green. I like it too. I don't like the gray one. Maybe put this color over here. That there. I think I got too much down in that one. And that right there. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue them in there, or they're going to come out. I want to make a little bow to go probably right in here to kind of cover that up and put the tag that I made wherever I put it. It's somewhere. I haven't finished it yet. Oh, it's right there. And okay, where's my Bowdabra? Set that up there. And let me clean up a little bit of this mess. Now I need some twine. And this time, run my fabric this way. All right, I pulled some fabric out here. I think I'll use some, a little bit of some raffia, but I'm gonna put some other in first. And I don't want this real thick, so I can't do too much. Okay, I'm gonna make it small. Make it small. One more that way. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Okay, now tie a knot. I need something in the middle of that, right there. I figure out what it is. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna find something to go in the middle. Maybe a button or a rusty star or something. I'm gonna stop and go find something to go in there, and I'm also going to do my tag. I just cut this out in stencil vinyl with my Cameo, and I'm gonna just stencil the black on there and get this ready to go so it can go on there also. Okay, I went and searched around, and I decided I had a rusty star out, But for this, I wanted the button. So I put a button on there, and I cut that little thing that was sticking up. I cut that off. And I'm going to glue some of this stuff here. I looked for my Sweet Annie. I put it away somewhere. And I don't know how I can't find it, because there's a lot of it. It's in a bucket. And I thought I put it in the guest bedroom, but I went in there and didn't find it. Okay, and then I'm going to add another piece coming out this way. All right, and then I went ahead and stenciled this on there. And I want that where it's hanging down this way, with just some greenery coming out. I think I'm going to stuff that down in there like that. Well, yeah, I am, because, oh, it finally come up. I was sticking to that glue. Okay, I want this coming this way. I want to be able to see it. I have to turn it this way so y'all can see it. The little tag and how it looks on the sides. I think it turned out cute, and it was simple and easy.